Hello everyone. NIO stock experiences a significant downturn in line with broader Chinese market trends. Stay alert for a potential rebound update. The NIO stock has experienced a significant decline. All Chinese stocks are consistently falling. However, a major mega bounce is expected very soon. So as I'm talking about this in the pre-market, NIO is down by 3.98% at 5.82. It's quite an intriguing price. NIO has dropped by 38.88% since December 29th. This is quite significant, especially considering it's been just a month. XPeng is down by 7.26% in the pre-market at 8.94. Li Auto is 4.89% down at 26.86 per share. Clearly, percentage-wise, NIO has the smallest decrease among them. However, it's still a brutal situation. If you look at the Shanghai Stock Exchange composite on this day, it's just crazy. I mean, what kind of beating are shareholders and investors in China taking? The whole composite is down by 2.68% at 2751 RMB. It's insane. But I'm saying the bottom is very close. We are very oversold, both for the Chinese stock market and the Shanghai Stock Exchange. The bottom is clearly visible. So right now, we are at 2756. I think the bottom will be around 2690 along with that downtrend line, as I've mentioned before. And I believe this is the absolute bottom. We've been in a prolonged sell-off for quite some time. Now is the time for a bounce, and I believe this will align with my perspective. Currently, the NIO stock is at 5.82, which is quite low. However, don't be alarmed that it might go even lower due to selling, right? It could also experience a push. And yes, I know I have set a target of 650 for the next 10 years. But in the short term, like a few days or weeks, we might see it go down to 4.72. This is a solid floor that I don't expect to break. And this is the level from where I think we could see it rise from 4.7 to possibly 7. It will be interesting to see if we go above 7 with this bounce. But it seems like the right area to touch. So 4.72 is a solid floor, and then around 7. That's what I am seeing right now, honestly. Now, what is NIO doing to increase sales in China? Because, as you may recall, I mentioned that low sales scare off potential buyers. Especially if you look at XPeng, their sales are rapidly increasing because their delivery numbers are not good. Not good at all. NIO is even worse, which shouldn't be the case because their price is lower than NIO. But NIO investors are also getting tired of the low sales numbers. Okay, from 6,000 to 3,000, then 1,700. This is really bad. But we've heard rumors that after announcing their price cut, they've supposedly sold cars for about 1702 hours straight. So maybe this is true, or maybe it's not. But based on my information, this is only for inventory cars. So this could possibly be inaccurate. It might be wrong. So don't get your hopes up too much. However, we'll definitely see a slightly improved situation. Perhaps 1,700 is NIO minimum deliverable quantity. I don't think NIO will go below that, but it's possible. Looking at the situation in the stores, it's really challenging. There are more customers than employees, so it's difficult. Now, it's clear that the Chinese New Year is approaching, and people are not buying cars at this time. People are traveling a lot, going back home, and saving money to celebrate with their families. And perhaps after the Chinese New Year, we might see some improvement in deliveries because everyone would have received their red packets, which older individuals traditionally give to the younger generation. Sometimes, this amount can be quite substantial. These people can use the money to buy cars or anything else. Typically, after the Chinese New Year, we see an increase in spending everywhere. Now, I'm absolutely straightforward. I'm bullish in the long term, but NIO is facing some challenges. And you know, a significant portion of NIO user recommendations comes from the car owners themselves, right? NIO owners recommend the car, etc., and I wholeheartedly recommend this car to you and all other NIO owners as well. These are fantastic cars, but they are in a situation where you can't trust them so much, right? NIO told me that 70% of NIO sales come from it. Yes, really based on the recommendations of actual users. But what if you don't go in favor of these NIO owners and perhaps stop recommending the car? What will happen? Have you ever thought about it? This is something that NIO is currently facing, and I am sharing it with you very openly. You know, there are many groups that are saying something about it, like Group A Backstep, Group B, and the Best Backstab Group. All this nonsense. And the User Rights Protection Group, all upset and hurt by NIO owners who are saying that they will not recommend NIO to their friends and family. So, even if you rely more on referrals and it doesn't work, you'll have to go to your own direct sales channels. But for this, you'll need a lot of marketing. But we know that this is an area where NIO doesn't work very hard. And apparently, it's also clear that your number one sales city, meaning the city where you sell the most NIO, which is Shanghai, and NIO sells the most there. But still, policy changes have caused a lot of damage to NIO, shifting from 1 year of social insurance payments to 2 years, and making rules very difficult for 3 consecutive years of no missing gaps in social insurance payments. I believe that if they had maintained the same political stability this year as they did last year, the impact on sales wouldn't have been as significant. Shanghai is the city that brought about all these major changes, but coincidentally, unfortunately, most of NIO sales happen in Shanghai. So obviously, the suggestion for the future is to take some resources away from Shanghai. And yes, it's essential to maintain Shanghai, but the main focus should be on other cities, especially 3rd, 4th, and 5th tier cities. There's massive growth happening there because you're seeing these big changes in those cities. There's a limit there, unlike in Beijing, where license plate policies are very challenging. Shanghai hasn't reached that point yet. However, the government has imposed limits there too, making it difficult to obtain license plates. But in 3rd, 4th, and 5th tier cities, there's no restriction on license plates. You can buy as many as you want. Some cities even have subsidies. However, the problem is that people there lack the knowledge, and their way of thinking is not the same as in big cities. They are not aware of battery swaps or other issues. The infrastructure is also not ready yet. Perhaps they only have one swap station in the entire city. How will that work? That's why NIO really needs to shift its policy there and promote these smaller cities. They need to get them ready. Overall, there will be a significant bounce. Friends, don't sleep on this. It's just my opinion. NIO stock faces a substantial decline amid broader Chinese market struggles. Despite NIO 3.98% drop in pre-market at 5.82, the market anticipates a potential rebound. Chinese stocks, including XPeng and LI Auto, also show declines. Analysts suggest a nearing market bottom, emphasizing a short-term floor at 4.72 for NIO, expecting a bounce toward 7. Sales challenges and user recommendations impact NIO performance. Rumors of improved sales post-price cuts may offer relief. Long-term bullish sentiment remains, but NIO must address challenges, diversify from Shanghai, and focus on smaller cities for sustained growth. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing and see you in the next video.